Hi there. Today we're going to learn how to conduct a voice of customer session and how to generate a CTQ tree based on the customer's input. But first, what is a CTQ tree? A CTQ tree, or critical to quality tree, is a tool which is used to decompose customers' broad requirements into easily measurable and quantitative requirements. The intention is to have customers' requirements expressed in unambiguous terms which we can then strive to achieve. For example, a customer might ask for good service, but what that good service actually entails is the purpose of creating the CTQ tree. Step number 1 is identification of the key customer requirements. The team identifies the key requirement or need the customers have for the product or service. This is done through a process of open discussion. Usually this need is put forward in the broadest terms to ensure that the team does not miss out on anything. Step number 2. Identification of customers' desired features within each requirement. The team gets to identify 2 or 3 features which are then able to resolve major customer needs as pointed out in step 1. Step number 3. Identification of the customer's desired characteristics within each feature. In this step, the team gets to identify 2 or 3 characteristics which further resolve each customer requirement as pointed out in step 2. Step 4. This step applies to a situation when the team reaches a level of requirement which can be measured, which is the operational definition. The team would then halt the process of identifying needs if these requirements become distinctly measurable. Step 5. Create measures based on the operational definitions. They can be either PPIs, process performance indicators, or KPIs, key performance indicators. Now we're going to have a look at an example of a VOC process and how it is used to derive a CTQ tree.
Hi, this is Haris from Acme Garments.
Hi Mr. Haris, this is Shahzad from Maersk Line speaking. How are you doing?
Good, good. You mentioned in your meeting request that you wish to get some feedback from me regarding your service. But I gave you feedback in CSS, don't I?
Yes, this interview is primarily to determine what is it that we can do that will provide value to you and level of service that we can agree are acceptable for both you and us.
Good, I would be happy to answer any of your questions.
Sounds good. I have a list of questions that I will be asking you while my colleague Zohair will be noting down your comments while I am carrying out your interview.
Okay.
The first question I would like to ask is what sort of service do you expect from your ocean carrier?
Well, we at Acme Garments are a quick and agile company when it comes to launching new fashions globally. We need to make snappy decisions, and for that we need a good performance from your sales team.
That's good. So from what I'm hearing, your primary requirement is that you want good sales performance. And what would you characterize as good sales performance?
Well, we expect Maersk Line to quote the rates quickly.
And what would you characterize as a quick quote? Would an hour be considered quick? And what would you characterize as a quick quote?
Well, I would expect normal queries to be answered within 24 hours. Your competition is currently offering quotes within 1 or 2 days.
And what would be an exceptional level of service? Something that will differentiate Maersk Line from other carriers?
I would be delighted if you can quote within 12 hours.
So the delight factor would be 12 hours. Okay, I think we have covered your requirement of quick quote in details. Do we agree that if we achieve rate quote within 24 hours, it would be acceptable?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Let's move on to other aspects of good sales service. Apart from a quick quote, what else are you looking for?
We would like to have correct invoices from your side. Currently we are getting a lot of wrong invoices. Around half of your invoices are incorrect.
And what is your expectations of correct invoicing?
I would love it if you provide me 100% accurate invoices But considering the fact that your competitors are providing 9 out of 10 correct invoices, so to me at least 9 out of 10 would be a good enough.
Great. So we are agreed on the fact that you expect that you will get correct invoices 90% of the time?
Yep.
Is there anything else you would like to mention?
No, I think that's sufficient for us. So this means that I should expect this performance from Musk line from tomorrow.
Yes, we will definitely deliver these service levels. No, at this moment, we are just asking our top customers on what their basic requirements are, and we will make a plan on how to achieve the customer's desired service level.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Your answers will definitely help us improving our service levels immensely.
Thank you for hearing me out.
You have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Now that we've conducted the VOC session, now it's time to use the customer feedback to create a CTQ tree. So now let's use our CTQ tree. Firstly, through a VOC session, we found out that the key requirements for the customer were quick sales and accurate invoices. The feature that the customer wanted in the quick sales requirement concerned rate codes, while the feature regarding accurate invoices that the customer was interested in was the invoicing quality. The customer wanted his rate codes to be quick, so timeliness was a concern, while he was also interested in the accuracy of the invoices. The operational definition for the rate timeliness was the end-to-end code turnaround, which was defined as the difference in time from when the code request was sent out to and when the code was received by the customer. While the operational definition for an invoice that was correct was that it would contain the same rate as the negotiated rate between the customer and the supplier. The final step or VOC measure is when the customer supplied specifications are mapped onto the operational definitions. Thank you for attending this session. We hope we have managed to make the concept of CTQ and VOC more clearer for you. Thanks and goodbye.